I had a tough experience last week when I attended a wacana. Wacana is a kind of a forum ilmu, discussion. But it did not turn out to be wacana. The crowd that came, they did not want to hear what I wanted to say, because they did not want to listen what they don't like to hear. So I didn't get a chance to tell a little bit extra what I could tell. Being in the public service, we cannot tell everything. We wanted to tell, but we cannot tell everything. Because there are things which, in the eyes of the government, in the eyes of the authority, the subject matter is still considered confidential. Shouldn't be a public discussion. So it is going to be very difficult when you talk to in a public forum, especially in the open discussion, when you have things to tell, but the rules of the game is that you cannot tell. Okay. But anyway, for today, when SPR received invitation from Proham, I was, as I said, I thought a roundtable discussion and comprised of 30-40 people, as indicated to me by Dr. Denison. But now it is a public discussion with media, and nothing to stop media from reporting what is going to be transpired in this room today. So that's another constraint on my part. I hope, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, you understand. So, you see, in our country like this, when the political divide is so strong, you have, now we are moving towards a big coalition of parties. It is good for the government, I mean, it is good for the country. We go to any advanced democracies in the world, we see a big coalition of two-party systems, and they are moving very well. A clear choice for the people, and that is exactly what is happening in our country, which is good. Then SPR is sitting in the middle. When we sit in the middle, it is very difficult to satisfy everybody. That's number one. From my experience, you do something to the liking, to the acceptance of one side, the other side will say no. And once the other side has made up their mind, they refuse to change anymore. So that's why we need wacana, where we can open up, we can see where we can find the middle ground. Perhaps something which was not happening. Wherever we go to discuss big matters, if it is in the public hall, in the public discussion, it is very difficult, to come to a point where we can find something that we can agree. Because it's already preconceived that is bad, that is bad, that is bad. No way. You can only proceed as what we feel good. That side said, no, that is not good. And there is in the middle. Election Commission is in the middle. And then that's one thing. And the background of our country, I've been saying this all along. In our country, the division of responsibility is very clear as far as the laws are given to us. Maybe some people in this hall don't like to hear this, but I'm going to repeat. We are guided by Attorney General's office that the laws given to us are the management laws. We are the election management bodies. Some people don't like to hear that. They said, no, you are also an enforcement agency. Then I said, no, we are not enforcement agency. You are talking about dirty politics, money politics, vote buying, and whatever you want to say in the context of corruption in politics. The MACC is there with all the investigators, with all the powers in their hands to go after the culprit. Go to court. SPR can be called as respondents. We can call as witness. We can say in court what we feel about it. But never before in the history of this country where Election Commission take a person on the ground of corruption to court. So we had one clause under Election Offences Act which says pasukan penguat kuasa kempen pilihan raya, enforcement team, kempen pilihan raya enforcement team. And when they gave that law to us, that law was meant for us to monitor the activity of campaign, the display of posters, because what they are going to say in the ceramah are all being controlled and handled, monitored by the police. There is a police act who govern and control the ceramah, and the police are the one responsible to monitor the ceramah. But Election Commission enforcement team merely to monitor the display of posters in accordance with the law, what are written on the posters, and things like that. So that is briefly my opening remarks, because I thought Councillor said maybe 5 minutes, I thought earlier. So I will stop at that point. Probably we can discuss further as we proceed this discussion. Thank you.